action. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. It's all about the Western. Conference, that's where the action is today as the Golden State Warriors get ready to battle. Last time they met was right here, and they came out with a win. And with that win, they evened up the season series at 1 apiece, giving them a chance to pull ahead right here.
They needed a few extra minutes to get the W in that game, but they got it just the same.
I like the way they handled themselves in that overtime period, Greg. They had a whole lot left in their game in that extra period.
Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting five on the floor. On the floor for Sacramento, we've got DeMarcus Cousins. Bellinelli is out there with Rajon Rondo. Then there's Rudy Gay. A nice bounce back year for Harrison Barnes, Clark, in year 3. Moved into the starting lineup last year and really responded.
Yeah, he did. I think he benefited from the new system. He was miscast as an isolation scorer, but when he can spot up for threes and catch the ball on the move, that's his game.
Now here's Thompson. Rajon Rondo missing his last shot. And play stops as it looks like they called over the back here.
That's a quick foul to pick up here in the opening quarter.
We played just over a minute here in the first. He dishes it to Cousins. 11 feet away, and it's off the back rim. No good.
I'll tell you what, Harrison Barnes, very athletic. He certainly passes the eye test. And with his size, he can punish smaller wings and create mismatches. And then also he can play some small ball power forward at times as well with the way they like to space the floor.
Here's Gay. Following the basket by Draymond Green. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
And you talk about Harrison Barnes overall. He had a nice uptick in his rebounding last year. And that was a goal of his. He wanted to get his activity level up. And oftentimes the difference between being good and great is just making those small incremental improvements in different facets of the game.
Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Andrew Bogut.
Boy, that's a surprising miss right there. He usually feasts on those wide open opportunities.
Cousins with a screen for Rondo. Off the screen, and there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Rondo.
And you know, it took them a while to get going, but they finally connected now on their 4th shot of the game.
And again, Draymond Green.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
The Kings have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Rondo kicks to Cousins. That's good. Cousins has got 5 points so far.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Green dishes to Curry. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. Just watching Festus Ezeli out of Vanderbilt play. He's got the big body inside, moves pretty fluidly, adroit, good footwork. He's got the whole package.
Yeah, he does. He's a space eater. He's very strong, physically, good frame. He's a low down there. And what you said, the fact that he's fairly agile, makes him tough.
Now here's Rondo. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland.
Yeah, but I also thought the rebounding was impressive. He got some huge boards in that game.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be. Remove all doubt on that attack.
Right side, Green. Rondo with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Cousins with a screen on Barnes. And the rejection by Ezeli. Out of bounds, Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Shot clock at 5. Game. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Thompson. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Now here's Cousins. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. Cousins has got 7. So for Sacramento, their last game, a loss to the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they were in a funk from the field in that game. Credit the defense, though, because even when they got open looks, no rhythm to knock them down.
Hey, guys, every team has a night like that on occasion. It happens. Heck, we call them gong games. You just want to hit the gong, forget about them, and move on.
Now Rondo, following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. The drive by Rondo, and the shot is good.
Oh, terrific way to finish that move there, going to the basket.
The Warriors leading. Curry with it. He's picked up by Rondo. Curry passes to Thompson. The 19-foot shot, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got assist number 5 here tonight. Kings have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far, right at the 50% mark. Thompson against Rondo. Bellinelli with the 3. Count the bucket.
3 points.
Bellinelli's got his first 3 points of the game.
A beautiful pass by Rondo. That's excellent teamwork.
It's Curry outside. It's hauled in by Gay. The Kings have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Rondo kicks to Cousins. From 10 feet out, Moreland with the bucket.
Heads up play there, guys, on the assist and the finish.
Last outing for Golden State, it was a loss to Cleveland.
And really lucky that they weren't blown out in that game, because I just thought the effort was lacking.
They just couldn't hit on anything that worked for them, no matter what approach they used.
You know, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Andre Iguodala, he's checked in for Thompson. Caspi, he's checked in for Sacramento. Off the inbound. Cousins, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And former coach of the year, George Karl, making his way back into the league last season. Kings picked him up halfway through the year to kind of stabilize their coaching situation.
Now here's Gay. 17 points in his last outing.
And he just hasn't been able to make anything this quarter.
Curry outside. That's good. Curry's got 5 now.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And what a pickup to get a guy like Carl Gregg on their bench, as you mentioned. He's just been a winner, Clark, his entire career.
Well, he's climbing the ladder in the all-time wins category as a coach, and also he's a cancer survivor. He's overcome a battle with cancer, and that also lends itself to having great compassion and respect for George Karl.
As did his son Kobe.
That's
Remember
right.
that? Yeah.
That's right. Family affair.
Now here's Curry following the shot by Rudy Gay. From past the arc, and it's Curry again from deep. And now a 4-point Warrior lead.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
Now here's Curry. He's got 8. Azili kicks to Green. Outside Collison. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Caspi. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 3rd rebound tonight. Iguodala dishes to Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
I don't know. There might be more defense in the warm-ups. Right now, these are just shooting game shots.
Now here's Collison. 20 points for him last game against Portland.
Yeah, but Kevin, a lot of those points came at the line. I mean, he was aggressive to attack the D, not settling, and really did a good job of cashing in on those free throws. And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Ezeli inside. He's guarded by Cousins. Kicks it out to Iguodala. It's hauled in by Gay.
Nobody even close to him, and he can't believe he doesn't knock it down.
And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates comes in for Ezeli, and it's Livingston in for Barnes. Sacramento also making some changes. Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. Koufos comes in for Rudy Gay. And Caron Butler is subbed in for Bellinelli. Here's Collison. Following the basket by Stephen Curry. And that is good.
That is some real serious dime dropping there. Exquisite assist.
Here's Spates. And off there, he misses his first shot of the night. The Kings trail by 7, and Doris Burke spoke with George Karl. Doris?
He told me he's a fan of Andre Iguodala, especially the way he's developed his outside shot. He said that was one weakness. He could do everything else, pass, handle, and finish. And boy, what a defender. But now that he's developed that jump shot, there are really no weaknesses in his game. Guys, that makes it awfully tough to deal with a guy who can impact the game in that many ways. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Now, here's Butler. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. The drive by Collison, and again, it's Sacramento converting.
That's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle much more effectively.
You just cannot allow the offense to have that quality of a look each and every possession.
Here is Livingston after Darren Collison's bucket. Spates the pass to Curry. Shoots from the corner. Takes a big height bounce and goes in. Curry's got 15 points.
Oh, what a sweet stroke from Curry on that one.
The Kings were off to a hot start last year, but things certainly fell apart midway. A big factor in that was the messy firing of their coach, Mike Malone.
Yeah, really, that firing came out of nowhere to the fans and the players, and it seemed odd to fire a coach that has been leading his team to good basketball.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. Barbosa comes in for Steph Curry.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And it's good. Koufos has got his second bucket.
And, you know, we'll never really know the full details of why Malone was fired, but the effect it had on the team was easy to see. Teams really tailspinned out of control afterward.
Collison against Spates. Here's Cauley-Stein, and finally they hit one. Now just a 1-point Warrior lead.
And Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
And, you know, time will tell how big a factor that becomes in this game, guys, but if you're the coaching staff, it's certainly a point of emphasis. You know, the Kings, I think, will look back and realize they made a dubious decision the way they handled that coaching change. I mean, lucky for them, they were able to right things, so to speak, by landing George Karl later on. Clearly one of the better coaches in NBA history.
They get it back. Koufos got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Warriors leading by 3. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Livingston. Iguodala's got his first 2 points of the night. Now here's Collison. Not a lot of room. Feeds to Koufos. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
2 on the clock. Koufos with the block. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation like this, still plenty of time left in this game, and really it's about getting the call right.
Yeah, and the NBA.
Welcome back, folks. We have a close game here at the start of the second quarter of play. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
Just almost an intimidating factor when you're able to go out and consistently come up with the block shots like they have defensively.
Well, what happens is shooters begin to start looking for the shot blockers, and it does intimidate them.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. They've got Rajon Rondo. He's out there with Caron Butler. Rudy Gay is out there with Cauley Stein. Gay drives in, can't get it to fall. Warriors leading by 3. Here's Rush. Bogut kicks to Thompson. Back to Bogut. Rondo with the steal. They set the pick. Gay outside. The pass to Moreland. 5 to shoot. That's short off the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Rondo with the steal. Gay outside. Shoots from the baseline. Drained for 2 points. Gay's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Kings.
Rajon Rondo, guys, really needs to operate in a system that's point guard centric. He needs the ball to be effective. Pushing it, driving, dishing. When he has to play off the ball, that's when trouble starts.
The Kings trail by 4. To the middle, here's Cauley Stein. Basket is good. The assist from Rondo. Rondo's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Barbosa dishes to Thompson. Kicks it out to Barbosa. Goes back up. Out of bounds. Sacramento takes possession. Let's go to our 2K leaderboard. 3-point shooting, where you expect to see some high percentages from the shooting guard position. And that's just what this group has provided. Klay Thompson is second.
You don't have to be a great shooter to play 2 guard, but it does help. And pretty much all of these guys fit into that great category.
Yeah, that's safe to say. I mean, these guys don't know the meaning of cold streaks. They're either hot, red hot, or sizzling. Those are the kind of shooters they are from downtown.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
Thompson against Rondo. To the middle. It's tipped. Barbosa with the steal. Now the Warriors moving it up. All going up court. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
They've also gotten into a nice rhythm from the three-point line early on tonight.
Catching up on the changes for Golden State. Green comes in for Looney, and Curry subbed in for Leandro Barbosa. DeMarcus Cousins, he's checked in for the Kings. Bellinelli comes in for Butler.
And I like that they're not settling, getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
They get a hand on it. And it's the Warriors on the break. Thompson with the ball. Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for Golden State.
That's his first personal foul, second team foul. Checking in for your Warriors, Harrison Barnes.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bogut with the screen on Rondo. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. Tremendous numbers for him over the last 10 games. 2nd in field goal percentage, 3rd in three-point shooting, and ranked among the top 10 in scoring. He can fill it up with the best of them.
And you mentioned it. I mean, one of the top shooters in the league, quick trigger, with just a little better footwork. Boy, I tell you what, he could even move higher up the rankings.
And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Rondo. Cousins has got it all tied up now for Sacramento. Golden State's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. On its way from Curry for 2, and it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
But that would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Can't hit, and it's the Kings taking it the other way.
3 triples in the first quarter, but he's yet to knock one down here in the second. That's what we call good defense in the paint, worth its weight in gold.
It absolutely is, and maybe even more than that. I mean, you saw it right there. Without his presence, that's an easy basket.
Passes it to Cousins from 12 feet out. Barnes grabs the miss. Barnes has got his 4th rebound in this one. Green, the pass to Bogut. Some nice passing by Golden State. A shot by Curry, no good.
Boy, from my angle, it looked like it was in the bottom of the net. Looked good from here.
Yeah, I'm about as shocked as you are, Clark.
Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Green with the ball. Rondo against Green. Up top, Cousins. To the paint. Moreland kicks to Gay. Moreland with the bucket. Moreland's got his 3rd bucket of the night. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for Sacramento.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Barnes. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Curry outside. Another 3 for Golden State.
This is an absolute monster performance from him. He is pulverizing them from the three-point line.
There's the screen. Rondo dishes to Gay. Got a piece of it.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Curry outside. It's rebounded by Moreland. Moreland's got his 3rd rebound on the night. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, you know, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed up.
Rondo passes to Cousins. Can they get it? Nice D from Bogut.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Here's Green, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one.
And you know, with the Warriors, it goes beyond the stats. High character guys, tremendous culture. They had a lot of guys that could guard multiple positions and defend them well. That was a big reason they became champs.
That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down to 4 again on the bucket from Gay.
And you just look at this Warriors roster, and there are a ton of defensive playmakers. That ability to switch everything and be fine is what made them so tough on the defensive side of the ball.
Different look here for the Warriors. Festus is Ely. He's checked in for Bogut. Spates comes in for Green. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. Collison with it, and it's Iguodala picking him up. The drive by Cousins. Lucas uses the glass to finish the layup. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
Yeah, that's a winning formula as far as I'm concerned. They've been the aggressors and far more assertive on the offensive end.
That is good. Barnes has got his first 2 points.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot. of those opportunities.
He might not get a better look than that all game. You have to get closer to him. He's not going to bite you. Get up in him.
And now Collison pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Collison's got his second bucket. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, but neither team really able to jump ahead.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here is Livingston. He's covered by Collison. Azili gets the bucket.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips now on the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Here's Cousins. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
Well, you know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
They've definitely hit that groove offensively.
They sure have, guys. I mean, really aggressive. And I like that posture and mindset. Stay aggressive.
Yeah, you like groove, don't you?
I do. Let's groove tonight, Kevin. And matter of fact, let's just stay in the attack mode that we're seeing from these guys. They're getting whatever they want.
Looney's checked in for the Warriors. And then for Sacramento, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Cousins. And Caron Butler is subbed in for Bellinelli.
Excellent feed from D.C., Darren Collison.
Azili kicks to Livingston. Here's Looney. And the Warriors get it back, but they'll get another chance. Pass to Livingston. 1:49 left in the second quarter. Here's Azili, and Costa Koufos picks up the foul. The Warriors making a switch here. Rush is checked in.
First personal foul, team's third.
1:43 left to play here in the half. Barnes sets a screen for Iguodala. It's taken away by Collison. And now Sacramento on the break. Poked away. Iguodala with the steal. Livingston dishes to Barnes. Golden State moving the ball around. And it's Iguodala missing. And for Andre Iguodala, last year was a first in 758 games. Up until then, he had not once ever come off the bench.
Yeah, he'd been a starter throughout his 10-year career, every single game, Kevin. And last year he came off the bench in every game. Big adjustment for the veteran, but he made it well.
A three from Barnes. Rebound by Caspi.
And if they know what's good for him, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball into three-point territory.
And you're right there, Clark, because anything less than lockdown defense on him is going to result in a triple.
It seems that every pass they make is leading to a score here. I mean, that's just exquisite ball movement.
And that's because the ball is looking for the best shot, and it's really paid off for them during the run.
Back to Collison. From 13, pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. Now it's a 5-point Kings lead. Iguodala outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Iguodala's got 5.
You know, maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot the D can afford to get.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Left side, Collison. To the inside. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good. There's the dish to Livingston. And the first half comes to a...
Well, Caron, just a quick...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson. A pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. They kept at it on both ends of the floor. And that does it for halftime as the game is just about set to get going.
Welcome back, everybody. The start of the second half getting underway. Both teams battling hard through the first half. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And he just went off in those first 2 quarters, guys. He's capable of doing that on a consistent basis as well. So we might see some changes from a defensive standpoint as they try to disrupt his rhythm in the second half.
You know, guys, I think you've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him up like he has been.
It's the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson. They're in the backcourt. The defensive stalwarts, Green and Bogut, are down low. And it's Barnes and at the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
Kicks it to Curry. They double-team Curry. The tray. The shot no good. Rondo with some nice D. The Warriors pull it in.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys. But as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Curry's shot is off.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Screen by Cousins. The drive by Rondo. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
You know, even though he missed that one, great shooters have a way of feeling when they've got enough room to pull the trigger.
No doubt about it. The defense, you can see him exhaling right now. Fortunate that he didn't knock that one down.
Curry, wide open, bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got 24.
And that's another 3. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
Rondo, good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen. You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these two teams today.
Yeah, it's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
Cousins with a screen on Barnes. Game. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Thompson. Bogut high post. Right side Curry. For the lead. Another 3 for Golden State. We all know about the Splash Brothers, but it seems everyone on Golden State now can hit a 3. They set a franchise record in made threes last year, 883 triples.
Incredible. I mean, they can stretch you out as well as anyone, and it's why they are so good going small. I mean, they did lead the league in three-point percentage last year, making almost 40% of those threes. The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock.
For the Warriors, guys, not only did they lead the league in three-point percentage, they also hit about 45% of their three-point attempts from the corner. That's the highest percentage 3 on the court.
Green passes to Bogut. Clock at 6. Here's Thompson. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
Gay can't get it to go.
And how about 45% from the corner 3? That is absurd, especially when you consider that the Warriors would put it up from anywhere. You look at the numbers from last year and what this team did from beyond the arc was simply phenomenal.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
Curry brings the double. And Bellinelli kicks to Moreland. Good ball movement here by the Kings. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut back down to 3 after the basket from Bellinelli.
Back at you. I mean, they immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading spray guns from long range. Trading blows from behind the arc.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for two. The #1 overall pick in 2005, Andrew Bogut. Great expectations, Greg, for the big Aussie coming in.
Yeah, I mean, a phenomenal rebounder and rim protector. He's got that high basketball IQ from a defensive standpoint. You know, and on offense, he averaged over 20 points a game in college. He's an instinctive passer, just not much more you could ask for.
The Warriors making a switch here. Barbosa's checked in.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
And when he's open like that, you don't see him miss those looks very often.
Bellinelli dishes to Moreland, and it's blocked by Curry. And up the court come the Warriors on the break. Curry leading the charge. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Here's Gay. Again, the miss by the Kings.
You know, going back to Bogut's fanfare entering the league, was third in Rookie of the Year balloting. Then he went on to have some solid, if unspectacular, years, though his shot blocking and defense were always strong. Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
There's a screen. Rondo kicks to Gay. He feeds it to Cousins. And it's sent back by Bogut. A second chance effort and gets hacked by the D. He'll go to the line.
Cousins playing well. He has 11 points and 1 steal as well. He's getting it done, making plays by setting up his teammates and grabbing some nice boards, too.
And also, how about the intangibles? All the little things that he's done. That's also really important.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Klay Thompson. Darren Collison, he's checked in for Sacramento.
And guys, one thing people often forget to mention about Bogut, his passing. What sets him apart as a big man is his court vision. And whether it's from the high post, low post, he can create opportunities for his teammates.
Cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
Barbosa passes to Bogut. On its way from Curry for 2. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cousins has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Now the feed to Gay. It's stolen by Green. Iguodala kicks to Curry. Stolen by Gay. And yes, sir, that one drops. And now just a 3-point Warrior lead.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
Curry outside, and the basket good. Curry's got 36.
And what's gotten into him today? Yeah, this is getting ridiculous.
The Kings trail by 6. Rondo dishes to Cousins. Down low, it's tipped. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. No luck. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. They host the 76ers after this game. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. To the left wing. Cousins against Bogut. Not enough on that one as it misses.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
Bogut sets a screen for Curry. They double-team Curry. For the 3. Sacramento with the ball. The Kings trail by 6. Rondo with it. Barbosa picks him up. Dishes to Cousins. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas. It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Look at that.
rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for a man. Oh, man, was that
And no doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times, a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Barbosa passes to Iguodala. At the top of the key, Curry. He kicks to Green. Shot clock at 6. Back to Curry. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Kings.
Well, you know, last season, Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
The Warriors leading. Bogut down low. He's covered by Collison. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, a good game tonight for Green. He's got 8 points, and he has been the definition of a thief with all those steals.
And Clark, defensively, he has played this game just so intelligently. I mean, he hasn't let them get away with any loose passes or sloppy ball handling.
Some changes for Golden State. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Bogut. Rush comes in for Leandro Barbosa. And it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. No good from Caspi. Warriors leading by 3. Feeds to Green. From deep, Iguodala. But they recover it. And stolen by Butler. And Brandon Rush gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And here are the Kings now. A strong season from Darren Collison cut short last year. Great shutdown at the end of last February.
Yeah, he had that issue with his hip, and that kind of ended things for him in what had been a promising season. A shame, since he was having the best of his career today. Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
And here's Iguodala outside. It's hauled in by Collison. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. And Caspi kicks to Butler. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Collison was having a career year last year, guys. I mean, 16 points a game was a career high for him, and he also shot more threes than ever before.
Outside, Green fires from deep. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Yeah, the D, though, just enough to bother the rhythm on that one, Clark.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And I think even in the injury-shortened season, Collison showed he is still a starter in the NBA. Now, he's been used as a super sixth man in the past, but he's just as effective, I believe, at starting the game.
Harrison Barnes, he's checked in for the Warriors. A drive by Collison. And it's good. Collison's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
From deep, Iguodala. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. The pass to Caspi. The shot's good. Collison making the play. Collison's got assist number 10 tonight with that last one.
And nice job again. That time to add to their lead. They're doing everything right at the moment.
Greg, you're exactly right. Good, solid, steady, no-frills basketball. Doing it in all aspects of the game right now, and that's a hard combination to beat.
16 seconds left in the third quarter. 6 to shoot. And Caspi kicks to Collison. There's the triple. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line. They get Andre Iguodala.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
Especially on the three-point attempt. I mean, you have to defend that shot without fouling. Now you give a guy 3 free throws.
Makes it, and he continues to shoot well from the line. And here's Thompson from deep three-point range. No luck. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the fourth quarter. Kings lead by 8. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Well, welcome back as we get set to start the fourth. The Warriors shooting straight 49% from the field. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. They've got Caspi. Kufis out there with Cauley Stein. Then there's Bellinelli. And it's Collison in at the 1. Sacramento leading by 8. Cauley Stein at the elbow. Now Caspi. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Here is Livingston. He's covered by Collison. And the officials call a traveling violation.
And I like the way he's settled down here. I mean, after the sloppy first half, he's done a much better job taking care of the ball.
Andrew Bogut. He's checked in for Brandon Rush. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
That's his second personal foul.
Here's Cauley Stein. A rebound by Ezeli. Warriors trail by 8. Throws it up high.
And the offense has just operated really smoothly here in the open floor.
Yeah, and for them to reduce the lead, they should keep the pace brisk. I mean, that's how they've generated the highest quality shots.
And for Festus Ezeli, came in as an extremely raw prospect a couple years back. A first-round draft pick. His minutes were down actually last season, but his production was decidedly up.
Yeah, he went from 44 to 55% on field goals, from 53 to 63% on free throws. A testament to how much effort he's putting into developing that shooting stroke.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Hey, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what George Karl was saying to the team. It was clear what message he was trying to get across. He said, this lead isn't big enough that we're safe. Not by a long shot. I don't want us sitting back and milking the clock. Play to win. Show some aggression. Guys?
Thank you, Doris. And the Warriors making a change here. Green's checked in. And a change for Sacramento. Moreland's checked in.
And, you know, going back to Ezeli, impressive physically. 7 foot, 7'6" wingspan, 5% body fat. If his skill set ever catches up with his natural gift, watch out. Watch out.
Kings leading now by 10. Here's Bellinelli. Rondo dishes to Cousins. And it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. 16 points for DeMarcus Cousins.
And a footnote to Ezeli. One of his college administrators raved about his intelligence. He cited Ezeli's broad perspective on world trade, globalization, and I tell you what, if Ezeli keeps improving, he'll soon be a serious benefactor of the economics of American sports.
Curry's shot is good.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Rondo against Curry. It's stolen by Bogut. Here's Barnes. Rips down the breakaway slam.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came up right with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Curry.
Oh, nice play there to get a hand on that pass and tip it out of bounds.
Just a whisker away from coming up with the steal there.
Here's Cousins. Again, Sacramento.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
The drive by Thompson. From deep. And another three for Golden State.
They just continue to splash home those threes. Eliminating the deep shot has to become priority number one for this defense.
Absolutely. You cannot allow a team to have that kind of a rhythm from beyond.
tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard. And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
And Bellinelli kicks to Moreland. Gay outside, shoots it up. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got 8 rebounds in this game. Screen by Bogut, out to the right wing. Golden State moving the ball around. It's Curry outside. Barnes kicks to Green. Curry outside, and he gets the bucket. Curry's got 45 points.
Despite the play of the team, I think he's had an outstanding game. He's really done well here.
Cloak loose. Green kicks to Curry. Inside, here's Bogut, and it's Sacramento with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Curry against Rondo. Nobody near Gay. Another miss by Gay.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
To tie it up. And there's Stephen Curry on the assist by Bogut. Bogut's got his 8th assist here tonight.
Wow, what a special performance this guy's putting on from long range.
Well, that has been his shot today. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Warriors have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the fourth quarter. They're 7 of 12.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for the Warriors. The 3 from Gay. They get it again. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Here's Bellinelli. An easy layup after coming off the pick.
That time Rondo set a solid screen.
Warriors trail by 4. Passes it to Iguodala. He dishes it to Green. Outside Curry. Misses the 3.
Yeah, but the defenders draped all over him. He just could not shake loose.
Rondo kicks to Cousins. To the right side. Lots of room. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Pass to Green. On the wing, Iguodala. He's covered by Gay. Thompson misses.
Yeah, but you have to love that tough interior defense.
And, Greg, that's exactly what he gives you. I mean, he's constantly making his presence felt around the rim.
Bellinelli gets the bucket.
They're forcing the ball inside, and it's working beautifully.
It really is. 5 out of 6 of their last field goals have come from the paint.
Curry's shot is off. Here's Sacramento. They've got an 8-0 run. They set the screen. Rondo with it. Picked up by Thompson. And there's the call on Klay Thompson. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. Here's Bellinelli, guarded by Curry. 5 on the clock. Here's Gay. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That one on Thompson. And no question, G.A., Rudy Gay is one of those guys who has always put up great numbers. But in 9 seasons he's been in the league, only 1 playoff. Only 1. Count 'em, 1. Back in 2012.
Yeah, but what if he were still in Memphis, though, Kevin? I mean, that's one of it. Sometimes it's not always your fault that you're not getting there.
True.
You got to play on a good enough team. and he hasn't up to this point. So, yeah, he's had his moments of inconsistency and will disappear at times. So there's some shared blame there as to why he hasn't been more consistent when it comes to the postseason.
Rondo against Iguodala. Rondo passes to Gay. Rebounded by Bogut. Bogut's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Iguodala wide open. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And now it's just a 4-point Kings lead.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Well, the defense just hasn't pressed up to deny any of those looks, guys. I mean, they're hanging back and getting picked apart.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
From outside the arc, and it's Gay with the rebound. Kings leading now by 6. Rondo with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. And it's Rondo penetrating. It's stolen by Curry, and it's the Warriors on the break. And Thompson throws it down.
Incredible timing on the alley-oop.
He absolutely hammered it down.
And guys, mark that play right there, because that could be the one that leads to a surge to break this thing wide open. They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And it's Gay at the elbow. Again, Sacramento.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Now, here's Bogut. They double-team Curry. The drive by Bogut. From deep, Iguodala. No good. And Sacramento will go the other way with it. They've held a 12-point lead earlier.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole, because he is just not there offensively. And he's had an excellent performance overall from the field. Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
And usually that, to me, is a good use of the timeout. I mean, if there's something that he's noticed that can give his team a lift, I think he's got to try to take advantage of that.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
So far in this game for Rondo, he's got 8 points and 16 assists. Good contributions for him offensively with the assist, and also making some nice steals.
You know what, Clark? You're right on the money with that. He's been just as creative as he has been disruptive.
Warriors trail by 7. Curry attacking. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Cousins has got 9 rebounds now tonight. And there's Gay. That's good on the assist by Rondo. That's 28 points for Gay.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
There's the dish to Cousins. Back to Rondo. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Yeah, good job to take it right at him.
Yeah, really left him no choice there, Greg. He had to foul and keep him from converting the easy bucket.
And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. Here's Curry with the 3, and that one's good. Curry's got 56 points in the game.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Kicks to Bellinelli. To the inside. The shot by Moreland, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And the wide open shot from Green. Warriors the rebound. Here's Curry. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Iguodala's got assist number 8 here in this one already. Now a timeout called by Sacramento. They're up by 3. 1:21 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Gay. There's 1:17 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside for Rondo. Gay against Thompson. Shot on the wing. And that one hits back iron. Warriors trail by 3. Bogut dishes to Green. Curry kicks to Thompson. Some nice passing by Golden State here. Pass to Rondo. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Green with the block. Inside, Thompson. Count it.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too. Rondo kicks to Cousins. It's in!
Yeah, just a smart shot, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Well, with a stroke like that and the height advantage as well, the mid-range J is almost a gimme.
Timeout called the Warriors. They're behind by 3. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
And there's still time left, so they don't necessarily have to go for the 3. A quick, easy bucket inside will do.
Well, I think the clock's a little short here for that. I mean, I'm not quite sold on the quick 2. I think they've got to look for a quality 3 to try to tie this thing up based on where the clock is right now.
Right side, Rondo. He feeds it to Cousins. Money!
Power surge that one down. Wow.
Yeah, good term to use. One of the game's top dunkers for sure.
Folks, that's not a petty, not a Manny. That's a facial.
Curry outside. Buries the triple.
And since the start of the fourth quarter, that three-point shot has just been there.
Yeah, exactly. Doing an excellent job, I think, finding the open guy.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation. Stephen Curry. It was lights out shooting at its best from him in this game. 60-plus points is rarefied territory that few And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille